Yes. So what it is way more
Explicit millennial.
you see, yes. But so MADRE Speaks, Stories of Pride is a campaign to amplify the voices of LGBTQIA communities around the world who would otherwise face violent oppression for their identities. So the story you're reading today is one of the anonymized stories from the open call and our networks across borders.
Have you faced any barriers in your career due to being a trans woman? Tell us about the time when you had to deal with a major crisis and how you dealt with it. Honestly, I faced so many barriers as a trans woman, include unstopped cyber harassment, physical and emotional, social media threats, attacks, unlawful arrests, mental health challenges, stigma and discrimination, forceful evictions, etc. This has been most especially in regards to my sexuality. Most especially, this comes from the general community. I attribute this to the reason I have not yet achieved some of my dreams. There have been so many crises that I have faced individually and our organization. One of the major crises when this AHA Act came into law, and this resulted into our organization offices to be burned by unknown gang of thieves. We ended up losing everything that we had worked for many years. The only way to deal with this was to first secure everyone's safety by closing off for some time, reporting to police about what happened, looking for mental health support for both me and staff, partnering with new funding, still doing my best in the situation. What issues do you see holding back women in your community? What can we do to address build a society that supports trans teamwork? I believe that working together or collectively as the trans community, we shall go as far as we can, because together we can. Without stigma and confidence, we should also have confidence that we can always overcome. With these laws that come day by day, always takes us back, but I think we should not stop doing advocacy, so I believe that change will come if we give it more efforts. Mental health barriers. We should try to create safer spaces for trans women to share their experiences and challenges that they go through. Funding. We're still having challenges in resource mobilization and getting support of the trans programs. Safety and security. There's a need to have emergency rapid response support for trans people, since most of the people that suffer directly and indirectly are trans people. And unemployment. Most of the trans women aren't working, and there's a need to create generating activities so that everyone is taught how to save for the future. What advice do you give to young trans women thinking about the future? First, I first want to remind everyone that life has no second chance. Secondly, security begins with you, and all trans people should remember that we are the face of this community, so we are likely to be seen, easily even targeted at all times. Thirdly, every trans woman should remember that we have the AHA Act in place now, so everyone should avoid being in discriminatory society if possible. Tell us, the trans women that inspire you. Every trans woman comes out to fight for their space and rights in the different regions. Race, age, color, tribe, and gender really inspires me a lot because everyone faces different challenges and barriers. If we learn how to fight for dignity, for respect, what are your plans for the future? Being one of the known, brave, strong trans women who has created visibility for trans people who are suffering deeply in Uganda prisons. I have a plan to do advocacy at all levels, local, regional, and international, so that we are included in all those plans. Any other thoughts? There's increased numbers of mob justice around the country by the hateful society because some believe they were given opportunity and authority to attack trans people. So I'm suggesting that all trans women should take their security as their first priority and don't trust everyone comes their way if Uganda is no longer safe for trans women to.
How do you feel after you would say?
It tugs on the heartstrings, don't really know how to put it into language. I think while there's definitely similar issues in other countries, there's a focus on joy and more superficial.
So what's the goal for you?
The focus on security.
What connections were you able to make?
The need for, that compliments. That compliments still come. It's necessary in all struggles. Yeah, the resonance.
Thank you. Shake it off. What's he going to?